Hello everyone and welcome back to No Worries If Not episode 15. Actually my favourite number, one of my favourite numbers. I'm gonna love a 5, I'm gonna love a 15 and I'm gonna love a 25. I love a multiple of 5, but 5 is in fact my favourite number. But honestly, I actually think it might be 15. But if you say 15 is your favourite number, that's weird as fuck. Everyone thinks your favourite number is gonna be, like 1 to 10, 1 to 9. My favourite number is 15. And that's my truth actually, and I'm sticking to it. It is currently Wednesday. That's not even true. It's currently Tuesday. These episodes are meant to be out on a Monday. That's the kind of week it's been. I had a very busy 2 days off, which is usually when I record. And I then went back to work. Oh, and then Sunday and Monday, I had migraines all day. And I also had a headache today. I think I have like a sinus thing going on. I don't fucking know. Do I sound nasally? Tell me, please. Tell me how bad I sound. I was actually questioning skipping this week, but like I've said many times, I know if I skip 1 week, I'll skip. I'll just never do it again. So we're here. It is 8:55 p.m. We're doing it. What I've decided I'm going to do for this episode, which will be maybe 20 minutes long, but who cares because I'm the only person doing this. I am my own producer, editor, and filmmaker, and director, and star. So bear the fuck with me. Today we're going to be looking at birth charts because I did it at the very end of last week's episode and my dad spoke to me today and was like, you need a topic. And I was like, do you know what my topic's going to be today? I'm going to look up famous people's birth charts. I have done no more research into Jesus' birth chart, right? No one has come forward with any more information. I'm going to probably make a TikTok about it because I honestly am like well intrigued. But we're going to be reading people's birth charts. And I'm going to be explaining them because, God, I love doing this. Disclaimer off the top. I'm self-taught. I'm entirely self-taught. And I taught myself everything I know about astrology when I was maybe 15. I'm currently 24. So this is not a professional analysis. I don't know shit. However, I do believe I am quite good at looking different placements on people's charts and going, oh my God, that goes with this and that goes with this and that goes with this. There will be certain blind spots, 100%. Off the bat, blind spots for me. Sometimes when we get into specificity of Capricorn, Libra, and Aquarius, I struggle. I know the basics of those guys. Maybe that's my least three least favourite signs. And Emily, if you're listening, yes, you are my best friend in the entire world. And yes, you are a Libra. And you're as shocked as me at that fact. I truly, if you had told me when I was 15 that one day my potential life partner, to be honest, because that's my goal for real, would be a Libra, I'd have laughed in your face. I famously don't get on with Libras. Truly, I famously really don't get on with Libras. Emily, shut your ears. Why are you so... Just make a choice. Just do something of your own. But this is why I think I love Emily so much, is because Emily has other placements. Actually, let's look at it. Emily has other placements that make her a less Libra. But don't get me wrong. To her core, she's a Libra. But God, I love her for that. Here she is. She has an Aquarius moon. Famously hit or miss for me. Some of the worst people in my life have had Aquarius moons, and evidently some of the best people in my life have Aquarius moons, so very hit or miss. And then she's going to have a Capricorn rising, so she's here's where I think me and Emily make sense. She's a Libra, Aquarius moon, Gemini, Capricorn rising. Couldn't be more the opposite three than mine. Like, I have that Virgo moon that's bringing us together. Just, again, if you haven't heard me say about it before, I have an Aries sun, a Gemini rising, and a Virgo moon. Aries and Libra are sister signs, so it makes sense that Emily genuinely feels like my biological sister at times. Aquarius moons and a Virgo moon, it does make sense. Like, we are compatible in the ways we need to be. Based off co-star, which, again, don't know how much to believe about that, we have no negative, which I love. Our communication is actually quite similar, which is shocking. I kind of have like, because we both have water communication. She's got Scorpio, I've got Pisces. Oh my God, reminding myself that Emily has a Scorpio Mercury makes a lot of sense. I feel like there's going to be a lot of this in this show of me just going, oh my God, that makes so much sense. I'm not explaining myself. I won't. I can't be bothered with this one. No offense. But we're going to do that today. I don't know who to start with. Okay, do you know who I'm going to start with? Somebody I don't know that much about, but it's just been on my mind recently since her Coachella performance. Because that's a charismatic young fucking lady. We're going to be looking at Sabrina Carpenter. She's giving to me off the bat. Okay, yeah, let's make this a guessing game. She's giving earth and water. I think she has an earth sun, you know. Something about her, something about the fact that she's so teeny tiny is giving Taurus to me. I have a theme in my life. Every Taurus I know is teeny tiny. And I don't even mean that physically. There's just something about them. They are small. My brother is a Taurus. No, he is not teeny tiny, but there is something about him that is just small. There's something about them that is just like, I love Tauruses. Let's have a look. So, astrological chart of Sabrina Carpenter. Carpenter, Sabrina. Yo. When I tell you I fucking nailed it. Are you lying? Are you lying? Wait. Okay, so she's a Taurus. Oh my God, I was going to say Cancer rising. Okay, sorry, let's get into this. I was going to say Cancer rising. Now, one of my other very good friends, Amy, has a Cancer rising. Cancer risings, I feel like you can spot from a mile away. They are the moon. I don't mean that in a negative way. There's something about them. They have a kind of round features, and I don't mean that in like not like plump. There's just something about them that is circular. They are round. They have soft features. Oh my God, the softest features. They are just, oh my Lord. Okay, this is crazy. Oh my God. Okay, so she has a Taurus sun. Tauruses, let's do this little crash course. Tauruses, comfort. They like home comforts. They like things that make them feel comfortable and warm. The stereotype, that's where there's like the stereotype of Tauruses and food comes in. Because they like things that comfort them, and a lot of the time food can be a comfort for many, many, many people. And she, as in Sabrina, no worries. I don't know her like that. Another thing about Taurus is, the way I see astrology, I do think this is interesting, because it's kind of like a really like Cliff Note version to explain it, at least from my perspective. It's like a cycle of life. Aries being the newborn babies. And then it goes on and on and on. I'd say Tauruses are like toddlers. Geminis are like 7, 8-year-olds, like, you know, not quite developed, but like more conscious, but everything is still so new and exciting. And, things are forming in their brain, but like they're not fully formed yet. Cancers are like, I would say cancers are like when you're going into secondary school or high school, when it's like everything is quite precarious, but you still have that kind of childlike emotion. So you're still emotional, but you're like trying to be cool and like trying to follow the crowd, but also like you're still very emotional, and like, again, lots of changes, puberty. Cancers are the puberty of star signs, and that's never been more real. Leos are like that confidence you can only have when you've just turned 18. Oh my God, Leos are 18 years old. Leos are freshers. Leos are like, you've just started uni and you actually are a fully formed adult, and no one can tell you otherwise. You're not. And you have only the confidence 18-year-old you can have before you figured out that the world's ending. You know what I mean? And then Virgos are that kind of age you are when you like, you're not 30 yet. Like kind of my age now, to be honest. Virgo is very like my age now, where it's like you've left school and you've left education and you feel as though you have to have your life sorted out. When in fact you don't, but you constantly like societal pressure and feeling like you need to learn how to be an adult. Libra are going to be 30 midlife crisis. Libras are midlife crisis. They have never been more midlife crisis. No one could ever be more midlife crisis than a Libra. Again, it's like the Virgos. If Virgos are like pretending to have control, Libras let go of it. In my opinion, again, my opinion, which doesn't mean anything. This is my personal opinion from an Aries. So like, take this with a pinch of salt because, like I just said, I'm a fucking newborn baby. And then you have Scorpio. Scorpio is you've gone beyond that midlife crisis, but you're still not quite figured out. But now you're kind of beyond caring about figuring out. That's how you like to act. But actually, you really fucking care about the fact you've not figured it out. Sagittarius is you don't give a fuck anymore. You're traveling. You are 50 years old. The kids have left. No worries. I'm going to go fucking Cambodia for 2 years. Who fucking cares? That's Sagittarius is that point in life where you kind of let go of societal pressures and go, you know what, I'm just going to do whatever the fuck I want, which not all of us find. I'm talking about this in a very generalized sense. That, Sagittarius almost to me is like fresh retirement. You're gonna be sitting in that Virgo, Libra, Scorpio time for a while, like the 25 into 30 into 40, and then Sagittarius is giving 50-60-year-old who's their kids have left for uni and they're like, you know what, I'm gonna sell a house and we're gonna move somewhere and me and your dad are going on a cruise. That kind of energy. Like that's the kind of like Sagittarius are giving that age where your married parents who have been together for 30 years just randomly open the relationship. That kind of energy. God, I love a Sagittarius, but those motherfuckers are unhinged. You never know what they're going to do. And the thing is, they convince you every time. They go, no worries. You know how I just had like full-time office job? I'm actually quitting it and I'm going to Thailand for 6 months. And I'm also getting married while I'm there. And you're just like, hey, have fun. Hey, have fun. Hey, good luck, have fun. That's all you can say to them. Because they'll be fine. They'll be fine. Capricorn is the old man on the porch going, get off my lawn. Capricorn is the guy going, back in my day. Capricorn is your granddad who you kind of wish sometimes would just... That's the energy. I'm talking about energy here. Capricorn is old and wise. Capricorn is when I was in the war. Haggard. Tired. Sick of your shit. Exhausted. These kids. That's Capricorn. Aquarius is you're dead. Aquarius, you've died. Aquarius, you've died. Who gives a fuck anymore? Life doesn't mean anything. You're not even... This is not ethereal. This is you. You just died 6 feet under. You've not yet moved on to wherever you might be going next. Nothing matters. Literally nothing matters. You're going to do whatever you want. Who cares? You've literally died. Pisces, you're a ghost. Pisces, you're a spirit. You're ethereal. You feel everything 150%, but also you feel nothing. Everything is the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. Clouds, gorgeous. The river, beautiful. A butterfly, tear to your eye. Pisces are like, if Pisces and Aquarius are both stages of death, Aquarius is immediate, Pisces is, oh my God, isn't the world just we're just a blue dot floating in space. And then we're born again as an Aries. That is my crash course, cliff note version of how I see the astrological signs. Again, I don't know what I'm on about, but I think that's a beautiful thing, and I think it's a really good way to sum it back. Back to our girl, Sabrina Carpenter. So she has a Taurus sun, based on my description, toddler, but in a really fun, cute way. Stubborn, but excited and childlike and youthful and comforting and warm motherfuckers. Warm-ass motherfuckers. And then we have a moon in Pisces. Lord! Oh, let me explain that as well. Again, very quick rundown. Sun, your base. Sun is your core. Sun is your starting block, the pillars of who you are. They're kind of going to affect the whole thing. It's just kind of where you... That's just your base. It's going to be your home, your... It's kind of there's a layer of your sun over everything else. Moon is your internal. It's your internal emotions, your internal dialogue. It's the things that you feel internally. Much harder to see from the outside eye. But again... kind of drives everything, like, because it's everything inside of you. Rising is how you outwardly present to people. It's how you communicate, not how you communicate, it's how you are, like, how you present yourself. Often it's how you present yourself, like, when you first meet people, and then, like, obviously when you become friends with someone, you see other aspects of them, aka you're seeing other aspects of their chart, in theory, if any of this is fucking real, which I don't even know, but it's just a bit of fun, innit? So yeah, and often your rising sign or your ascendant can kind of, there's theories that can dictate how you look. I think it's stronger in some signs than others, aka cancers. You can see a cancer rising for 10 million miles away. I also think earth risings are often very noticeable because they just look warm and they look, there's something almost like they I don't think I've yet to meet a earth rising that can't get a tan. Do you know what I mean? There's just something about them that's warm. I have a Gemini rising. Personally, I don't think that really says anything about my features. Because actually, I think a lot of my features do lean towards having an earth rising. I'm not super warm, I don't tan, but I've got like, I don't know. Tell me if I'm wrong. But in terms of how I present outwardly, could not be more a Gemini rising. It's actually quite funny. Then we get into those are your big three. If anyone ever refers to your big three, that's your big three. Then we get into the others. Mercury is communication. Mercury is one of my favourite signs. I talk about my Pisces Mercury a lot. We have a love-hate relationship. I love what she does for me. I hate what she does for me. It's toxic, which would make sense. I'm extremely emotional in my communication. I want to know the deepest, darkest secrets that you have, not for malicious gain, simply because then I feel like we've connected and actually, no worries, we're going to be best friends for life. I love it, I love it, I love it. But also, I cry when I'm angry and it pisses me off because it really takes out the fight. If you're having an argument with someone and you start crying because you can feel it in your throat, that's going to kind of take the wind out your sails. You know, the other person's going to go, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm just pissed off. It's not fun. And I feel big. And if the ADHD diagnosis wasn't enough, I also have a Pisces Mercury. I feel big. I'm going to have big feelings. No worries. Venus is love and relationships. It's kind of just how you connect with people in every aspect. That can be romantic or platonic, in any way. And then Mars it's the way they describe it in some places like sex and aggression. The way I think it's better to sum up Mars is it's like action, it's physical, it's your physicality, it's how you, it's like, it's your tactile kind of, your tactile response to things. Okay, back to fucking Sabrina, dear Lord. Taurus sun, what a warm little lady. Little, like I said before, there's something about them, little, toddlers. Fun, playful, seeing that for Miss Sabrina Carpenter. Moon is in Pisces, emotional lady. Rising was Cancer. I don't know how they're actually gonna know her rising, considering, like, does someone know what time she was born? That feels unlikely. But truly, if it is a Cancer rising, I'm seeing that for her 100%. She's giving Cancer rising from her face. Moon. She's just the moon. I don't know what to tell you. And then Mercury in Taurus, which would also make a lot of sense. It's communication. She is, she's become a fucking household name. We all know Miss Sabrina Carpenter. She's cheeky. She can get away with it. Which also makes sense. She has a Libra Mars. Again, like I said before, like, Libra, I don't know much about. But I guess for Mars, like, she can adjust to what she believes the room needs. And then Cancer Venus, that girl wants a family. She's familial in her relationships. She's potentially maternal in her relationships as well. Hey, I didn't know her like that. But that's just a theory based on if astrology is real, which who fucking knows. Who else? What am I thinking? Oh my god, do you know who I want to do? Tyler, the goddamn Creator. Let's do it. Let's see. I don't remember what his sun is. Ooh, I don't remember. Ooh, let me do a guess. Ooh, maybe Earth again. Could be Earth for sure. Could be Taurus. Or, I don't think he'd be Aquarius. He could be Aquarius. There's one thing about him. You're not going to hold him back. Like, you know what I mean? He's going to do what he wants when he wants. And that's what I love and appreciate about him. But that is kind of, he's also stubborn. I'm thinking there's definitely going to be some Taurus, maybe Capricorn in his chart, because that motherfucker's stubborn and, like, actually it's quite a lot. Let's have a look, shall we? He's a Pisces? And now I'm remembering that line where he goes, Pisces, I'm a fish. No worries. He's got an Aries Venus. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead. Holy shit. this man is so emotional. And I could have told you that. This man is so emotional. This man is so emotional. Wait, our charts are low-key really fucking similar. Okay, so he's a Pisces sun. When's his birthday? March 6th? I missed it. Alright, sorry, Tyler. Sorry, friend of the show, Tyler Grader. Pisces sun, arty, creative, emotional, potentially male manipulator. Sorry to all of my Pisces men out there, but potentially male manipulator. Kind of any male water sign. Unfortunately, there is a high chance that you may or may not, by no fault of your own, be a male manipulator. And I'm sorry. I know I'm not. What it is men have not been taught how to be emotional. We've gone, hey guys, feel your emotions. And they go, okay. But they've not been taught how to. And so it very quickly, not always maliciously, turns into male manipulation because it's like, they don't know how to feel emotions in a healthy way. And they're making that our problem. And again, okay, wait a minute. I'm giving them too much credit. I'm saying we told them they could feel emotions and we didn't show them how. Do we need to hold your hand through everything? Just like cry and talk about your feelings. I like, it's actually really not that hard. So actually I take back any time I've ever said that we told men they could feel things but we didn't show them how. It's crazy to have to show someone how, but then also society is kind of harsh on you guys and whatever. I'm sorry, but he's got a Pisces sun, and then he has a Scorpio moon, and so Scorpios are also going to be water signs. Again, we'll kind of get into the elements of it all. I know I'm going back and forth with explanations and stuff. Just a quick rundown. This one should be quick. There's only 4. Fire signs. It kind of says what it is on the tin. Passionate, maybe aggressive, intense, hot, fire. Water, emotional. Who'd have thunk it? Very emotional, so emotional. Like truly, just it's a lot. And that's why I actually only have 1 water placement, which is my Mercury. If I had more than that, Jesus Christ, I struggle with water signs sometimes. I'm like, guys, can we just sort it out? Air signs, again, kind of is what it says in a fucking tin. They're just floating around. They got no place to be. And they're just kind of going, la, la, la. That's why we got Aquarius, the most individualistic sign. You got Gemini, fucking bimbo ass. I'm a Gemini rising, and I identify with a lot of men at Gemini rising. Bimbo, himbo, fucking dumb little fucking guys. And like, they go into a room and they go, what's the vibe? Cool, I'll match it. No worries. The most adaptable sign. Gemini's the most adaptable sign. People go, they're two-faced. Nope, no worries. They can just be whatever you fucking need them to be in the moment. No worries, I hit the camera. That's actually... I love a Gemini. I'll say it. At the end of the day, I'm a Gemini apologist to the day I die. I fucking love a Gemini. And I don't like what we did to them. Also, everyone go listen to... what's it called? What's that song? By... Steve Lacy, Gemini, you're a myth and you're a legend. Gemini Rights. Fucking Gemini Rights by Steve Lacy is actually a wonderful song. So everyone go listen to Gemini Rights by friend of the show, Steve Lacy. So that's air, and then earth again. Guess what I'm gonna say? Says what it is on the tin. Grounded, warm, homey, kind of soft. Something about them is giving nature and warmth and woods and browns, beiges, greens. You get the gist. So Mr. Tyler here has Pisces, Scorpio, Pisces. His Mercury is also in Pisces. Hey, twin! That's me and my twin and my best friend. Pisces Mercury makes sense with his songs and his lyrics. He'll be saying something, because also, apparently, again, I'm going to take all of the ascendants with a pinch of salt, because ascendants change every hour and a half, and so, like, how do they know what time he was born? I just don't believe that to be true. Apparently, ascendant is in Leo. Would make sense. The way that man is presenting himself to the public eye, again, 18-year-old, fresher. That man is a fresher until the day he dies. How old is this man? How old are you? 1991. 37. Oh my god, wait. Birth time accuracy, excellent. No worries. So he has a Leo rising. That can't... How do you know this? Apparently he was born at 3:17 p.m. That's accurate. So I guess someone knows. Someone asked him. And he answered. Shocking. That's really shocking to me that someone went up to Tyler Gray and said, what time were you born? And he said 3:17 p.m. Hey, astrocharts.com said so. So what am I to say? But no, Pisces Mercury, he's going... The Leo rising to the Pisces Mercury and the Pisces Sun and the Scorpio Moon, he's flipping between, look at me, I'm the fucking guy, to, I might never feel love. If that ain't kind of me, no worries. And then he has an Aries Venus. Hey twin, me too. Aries Venus is tough. Venus is really tough. Aries Venus is maybe one of my least favorite placements. Because we feel things so quickly and so intensely, and we'd lose them just as quick. But the worst part about it is I would say Scorpio Venus and Aries Venus are very, very similar, because Scorpios also feel things really intensely, but you're not going to know about it. You are not going to know about it. They are probably, I would say, the most intense of the water signs in terms of like the speed and intensity and the depth that they feel things, but you would never know. You will never know. Whereas Aries, everyone's going to know. Everyone's going to know. If I get a crush on someone, best believe I'm going into work the next day and saying, hey, I found the love of my life. Hey, no worries, I'm actually in love and I'm actually not going to stop talking about this person. And actually you're all going to know about it. And then in 2 weeks' time, you're going to turn around and go, hey, how's that guy? And I'm going to go, who? Oh, yeah, no, it didn't work. That's what's going to, like, because we feel so intensely and so quickly, gone just as quick. In the blink of an eye. I don't even remember their name. It's really fucked up for me and everyone involved. It's really unhealthy and it's really not good. The difference is I will find, and I think this is my Pisces Mercury. Thank you, friend of the show, my fucking Pisces Mercury, which honestly, again, I should have named this podcast my Pisces Mercury. If it's friendship, I feel it quick and fast. And I'm like, we'll know someone for a week and be like, hey, so we're going to be friends for the rest of our life. And I usually stick to it. Unless something crazy happens. Which it doesn't. But when it comes to like crushes and romantic relationships, 3 weeks tops. And even that is a push. It's really not good. And hey, that's what Tyler's dealing with as well. Which again, based on his lyrics, that makes a lot of sense. And then he has a Gemini Mars. Freak. Moving on. Freak. Absolute freak. Well, a switch. No worries. None of my business. None of my business. None of my business. Who else do we have? Who else have we got going on? Princess Diana. I don't think I know enough about Diana. Love you, girl. Oh my god, wait, was she a Cancer? She was. Cancer women are special. Cancer women are special. She's an Aquarius moon. She had a Sagittarius rising. Okay, wait a minute. Let's talk about Diana. Come on, Diana Spencer. Diana, Cancer Sun. Maternal. Family. So family. So much family. Somebody who just, again, a feeler in a, like, the way, counter to Cancer men, I believe Cancer women are often a lot more in tune with their emotions. And like I said, water signs, very emotional. Pisces are so emotional. Pisces women are so emotional. They have no idea what to do with all that. They have no idea what to do with all that. And best believe it's going to be a problem. Scorpio women, so emotional. You're going to have no idea. They're keeping it to themselves. Repress. It's not happening. Cancer women, a lot of the time, are very emotional. It can be a lot. But they're a little bit better at kind of doing it themselves. Do I sometimes feel that Cancers can still make their emotions about you, but they're like, again, it kind of goes back to the manipulation thing. A lot of time Cancers, I find, they find out they're quite good at making their emotions about someone else, but in a really chill way. They'll be like, yeah, well, I'm really upset, but that's your fault. But hey, what are we going to do about it? And you're like, oh, yay. I would also say, like, for some reason in my life, I've always found, like, popular girls are Cancers and Libras. I don't know if that's, again, these are just trends I've seen in my life. She has an Aquarius moons. Aquarius moons, like I said, hit or miss for me, but also they're internally very individualistic. They're internally very much like, I'm going to create my own path and I'm going to do it. I don't give a fuck what gets in my way. I'm just going to do it. No worries. I've just looked down. She has a Capricorn. No, she's a Cancer Mercury. Again, so that makes sense. She's good at connecting with people because she can kind of get in touch with her emotions like that. Sagittarius rising. That's why she was just seen as so fun and so, like, she's like the vodka aunt. Her rising is in vodka aunt. Her rising is in the aunt that never has kids that goes, hey kids, come out the back, we can smoke a joint. That's her rising. And so the fucking world was seeing her as like, hey, this is someone I can hang with. This is someone I feel safe around, who's going to have fun, is not going to judge me. Diana. Venus is in Taurus. So we're going to be stubborn and we're going to be maybe a little argumentative in our relationships. Maybe a little argumentative in our relationships. Maybe a little. I don't know. Taurus Venus is, again, not a... How do I know that's Taurus Venus? But also comfort. Comfort in your person. Your person brings a huge amount of comfort to you. No worries. Doesn't help if he's sleeping with his longtime partner that was there before you. That's going to be tough for Diana. No worries. And then the Mars Virgo. I don't know. I don't have much to say about that. She knew what she liked. That's what I'll say on that. Okay. Astro Charts actually has an entire section for... Like, it has a celebrity chart. So let's just have a little peruse. Their current top... Okay, these are the current top trending celebrity charts. At number 1, we have Sabrina Carpenter, which is kind of funny because that's exactly what I did. At number 2, we have Nicole Kidman. Let's have a look at Nicole Kidman. I know little to nothing about Nicole Kidman. She was born in Hawaii? Really? I thought she was Australian. So, Nicole Kidman is a Gemini. Making me a Gemini. Wait, Nicole. I didn't know you had it like that. She's a Gemini with a Sagittarius moon. Come on. Has everyone seen that video of her in Las Culturistas where she's going, yes? So fucking weird. So weird. Sorry, Nicole. But it's really fucking... It's like, I'm like, you've been so out of touch from society for long. Yes! It's so weird. And the eyes. Go, chill. Actually, tone it down. If you haven't seen it, please go look at it because it's actually quite sinister. Anyway, back to her birth chart. What's her ascendant? Scorpio. Ooh, yeah. She's got that mysterious look about her. She's got those eyes. She's got those cheekbones. She looks like a spy. She looks like you don't really know. Ooh, yeah. Come on, Nicole. Scorpio risings can unfortunately be quite sexy because they're just like, you know, they've got that like look about them, kind of feline. Maybe? I don't know. Cancer Mercury. Again, emotional communication, kind of like mine, but like probably mine is like a lot. When I'm talking to people, I'm like, hey, hi, nice to meet you. How's your relationship with your dad? And it's a bit much, and I get it, and I'm trying, and I'm working on myself. Cancer Mercury, you're going to feel a lot more, like I feel like people are going to be going to her for advice. I would, other than, yes. What was that, Nicole? Yes, I need to find it.
Yes, we love Looney Tunes.
We love Looney Tunes.
Yes, there's Coyote.
Yeah, there he is.
Yes.
Now, don't you do...
Tweety Bird.
Don't you do Little Quacker?
There's Tweety.
Nicole, get some out. Anyway. What else have we got going? Leo Venus. Ooh! She's confident. She's going to come up to you and go, hey, we should be friends. She's going to come up to you at lunch table and go, hey, I saw you sitting on your own and my friends think you're cool. We're going to be friends. Is that okay? And you're going to go, I mean, I guess. Fuck. I want to see what Mr. Beast's birth chart was. Let's do some sinister ones. Right now I've been doing some fun ones. Let's see what Mr. Beef is. Mr. Beef? Mr. Beast is saying. Again, I'm going to predict Gemini man, or maybe a Cancer man, or maybe... Oh, I don't know. Something sinister. Cancer man, maybe Scorpio man. Taurus? Taurus? Oh, God. Oh, no. Okay, so he's a Taurus man. Stubborn. Taurus man. That's letting me down. I love so many Taurus men. Libra moon. He's just going to do whatever gets him popular. Unfortunately, Libras are constantly on a mission to be liked. His internal mission is to be liked. Oh. His Mercury is in Aries. His communication is very direct. It's very, comment se dice, blunt, intense. Venus is also in Aries. Ah. And his Mars is in Taurus. No worries, we're compatible. Actually, that's not compatible. Two Aries Venuses trying to fall in love. But we have the exact same Mars and Venus. So I know for sure that he's like, oh, God. Hey, do you know what? I do think he has some sort of personality disorder. So, like, that's going to change your chart, you know? Your chart is not reliable if you've got personality disorder. Who else do I hate? Oh, my God. I want to see what Ellen DeGeneres' birth chart was. Ellen? What's Ellen? Those eyes. Oh, she has her rising, biblically accurate eyes. Her rising is kind of giving Pisces, maybe no, not Cancer, definitely not Cancer. Her rising could be Scorpio. I'm seeing, oh God, beautiful mind. Her rising could be Aquarius, something intense. She's kind of giving Aquarius to me in general. No worries, she has an oh my God, I'm actually fucking cracked. She has an Aquarius sun with an Aries moon. Yikes. She's individualistic and mad about it. Her internal... Okay, so like there is a kind of stereotype with Aries that we are very angry. I think we're passionate. But it can a lot of times be anger. No worries. It can a lot of times be a lot of anger. Oh my God, this is kind of disgusting. Oh my God. She's a Pisces rising. What did I fucking say? I told you that. Those biblically accurate eyes. This is sinister. Mercury and Capricorn. Know it all. Literally cannot be told. She literally knows best. These kids. Back in my day, scary, sinister. Capricorn, Mercury. Everything's a lesson. Everything's a lecture. Oh, I went to the park the other day. Did you know parks are actually like... I actually know more about parks than you've... Shut up. Capricorn, Mercury, you can't tell them shit. You cannot teach a Capricorn, Mercury anything. You can't teach a Capricorn anything. Capricorn doesn't know everything. Here's the thing, my mother has... She's an Aries sun. She has Capricorn somewhere. I like to think that, like, thank the Lord for my mother's Aries sun, because if she was a Capricorn, if she was just Capricorn everything, we'd struggle. But she has an Aries sun, and she has a Capricorn rising and a Leo moon. So luckily, I feel like externally, yeah, my mum does know a lot. She is very smart and she is wise and she's a teacher and like people know that. Internally, she's a fun-loving gal. Aries and Leo. What a fun little fiery little lady. Anyway, back to this fucking sinister ass chart. Venus and Aquarius. Again, in friendships, she is so in any sort of relationship. It's Aquarius's, I feel like, again, this is all coming from my fucking point of view, right? Of my personal lived experience. It's going to be different for everyone. The Aquariuses I've known, they're the friend where you go, if we weren't friends tomorrow, you'd be fine. You know what I mean? Aquarius is like, they could leave on a whim and you wouldn't even be really shocked. They're loose cannons, but not in a sense of like the way Aries are loose cannons where you never know what they're going to do, or like Sagittarius. They're loose cannons in the sense where I'm like, you're a fucking free agent and Lord, will you remind us? You don't need us. You're fine. You're so self-sufficient in a way that's kind of weird. And you could just go tomorrow, hey, yeah, actually, I'm all right, no worries. And you wouldn't even be like that mad about it. And I'd be there going, hey, what about us? What about everything we've been through? And you'd be going, that meant nothing to me. Guys, I don't hate Aquariuses. I don't know. Maybe I don't know enough about them. And then a Sagittarius Mars. Ellen DeGeneres is, what's the word? She's willing and ready to explore anything. What's the word? No, what's the word? Adventurous. In intimate situations. I don't want to think about that. Hey, consider it. Don't want to think about it. Who else is like crazy and I don't want to think about, but I'm going to think about? Let's see what Elon Musk is working with. God, that man is grimy and disgusting. Have we spoken about that? That man... What am I seeing for him? Again, I'm leaning towards Cancer. No, because he's kind of fucking dumb. Could very much be... Could definitely be a Gemini. Sorry, Dad. Could definitely be a Gemini man with... He's just giving air to me because I'm like, hello, is anyone home? I made all this money myself from my dad's gold mine. Hello. God, I'm actually just making myself mad. Cancer. And what did I fucking say? I said he could be a Cancer. He's got Gemini Venus. No worries, that man has had so many children. And so that's going to be making a lot of sense. And Aquarius Mars, freak in the sheets. Don't want to think about it. None of us do. Freak in the sheets, but I'm fearing alongside that Gemini Venus and also him being the ugliest person I've ever seen, freak in the sheets in a way that's like not cute. Like you'll be doing like having the most mundane cuddle sesh and he'll be like, hey, can I piss on you? And you're like, what the fuck? Read the room. But that man's never read in his life. If he's not putting, he's not putting eyes to words, there's no fucking way he's reading a vibe. Virgo moon. Hey, twin. Oh, God. So his internal critic is mean. Cancer rising. This is a male manipulator final boss. Cancer Mercury. Wait, so he has Cancer rising, Sun, and Mercury. And then a Virgo moon. Male manipulator final boss. He's judgy and doesn't know how to feel. He's... Ooh. Okay, let's break it down. Cancer Sun. I believe... Cancer is ruled by the moon. The moon is kind of very often seen as a very feminine sign. The moon, the mother, that kind of vibe, right? And that's often, honestly, why I think Cancer men can be incredibly manipulative and incredibly just like me. Like, there's something borderline, like, kind of about them if they don't choose to get in touch with their emotions and don't choose to kind of lean into the femininity. If Cancer men, yes, this is it. If Cancer men, like, are trying to be hyper masculine, it's just, it goes against everything. And so what happens instead is that they just become crazy. And they have all of these emotions, all of these feminine led emotions. And they're going, I'm going to build a car. And I'm going to have a kid with Grimes. And I'm going to name it XYZ. And it's like, girl, go talk to your mum. Girl, go fucking journal under the moon. Go do a tarot reading. Like, you gotta, like, go get fucking butt-ass naked and get into a river and just lie. I think if Elon Musk got butt ass naked and lied in a river under a full moon and just lied there and looked at it, maybe he'd go to Trump and go, hey, bestie, stop. Hey, just stop. Like, I think that could cure him. Like, he's trying to do, like, crazy shit. I bet he's trying to make himself immortal. And I say to you, Elon, have you ever lied naked in a river under the full moon? Because I think with your fucking quadruple million for cancer you got going on over here, do it under the Virgo full moon, which we did just have, but there'll be another one day. If you under a Virgo full moon, like, oh my god, Virgo full moon, a Virgo moon. This man's the worst. This man has never not used an emotion for personal gain. God, I'm actually scared. That's one of the richest man. That man has so much power. Again, birth time accuracy excellent. Are you calling these people's mothers? How do you know it's excellent? 7:30 a.m. on the dot. Dude. Guys, I'm actually just getting upset. I need a nice birth chart to counteract all of this. Who do we like? Let's look at Dolly Parton. Guys, I love Dolly Parton. May she live forever. That sounded like I was going to say may she rest in peace. Dolly Parton is fucking alive and well. And she will be forever. All of that shit that Elon Musk is making to make himself live together, which I don't know for true, allegedly, I just feel like he is. I have a premonition that he is trying to create something that makes us live forever. I would like to manifest right now that he has a change of heart. At the last moment, he's about to inject himself with the live forever potion, and he goes, wait a minute, where's Dolly? Hey, wait a minute. I don't need to use this on me. Where's Dolly? That's what I'm manifesting. Dolly Parton, she has to be an earth sign. Or a Cancer. She's a Capricorn. What did I fucking say? An earth sign. And she is old. Oh, wow. She's earthy. Oh, wow. Yeah, because she's comfort, she's home, she's warmth, she's love. But no Taurus. Just a whole lot of Virgo and Capricorn. She's got a Capricorn sun, a Virgo moon. That's my twin. A Virgo rising. Virgo risings are famously so hot. They're so hot. I don't know why. They just fucking are. It pisses me off. I can't even describe why. They're just always fucking hot. A Capricorn Mercury and a Capricorn Venus. So again, Capricorns, yes, they can be very preachy. And they can be very like, you know, they know best. But also Dolly does know best. And so sometimes, again, you get situations where you go, no, do you know what? Dolly can tell me what to do. Dolly Parton can tell me what to do. She can, because I trust her. Virgo moon, again, there is a comfort in Virgo moons, I think. People, I find in my life, and I've always thought it was my Pisces Mercury, but I'm thinking about it, like, there is something wise about kind of all of the earth signs. Taurus, probably the least most, because they are the most, like, juvenile, but, like, there is something where I feel like you want to go to earth signs for advice sometimes. I think it's the groundedness, it's the fact that they kind of feel as though they know what they're on about, because there's just that kind of grounded, feet on the ground energy. So yeah, we knew this. She's gonna hold your hand and go, hey darling, everything's gonna be okay. I'm not gonna try to do a southern accent because I have self-respect. But yeah, that kind of image that you have of Dolly holding your hand and stroking your hair and saying, hey, everything's gonna be okay, don't even worry about it, just smile your way through it, which we all have. I picture that every night. Dolly next to my bed, stroking my hair, singing me a little song to sleep and going, hey darling, everything's gonna be okay. And you go and you believe her because it's Dolly Parton and she has a Capricorn Mercury and a Capricorn Sun and a Virgo rising and a Virgo moon. I believe anything she says, and a Capricorn Venus. My lord. And a Cancer Mars. Does she have kids? I bet she has loads of kids. I'm just testing a theory. She doesn't? She doesn't have kids? That's crazy. No, good for her. Like, fucking so here for it. She's been with her husband since 1966. because she found the one, this Capricorn Virgo. She vetted them all. She found the one and she said, no worries. It's going to be him till I die because no takebacks. Because I've made my decision. I've vetted it through all of my... Oh, my Lord. But also, I really did think there was something about her that's giving maternal. But, like, hey, she can still be that maternal energy and not have any children. And that's completely her thing. She said it was God's plan. I didn't have children because I believe that God didn't mean for me to have kids. So everyone's kids could be mine. Dolly. Hey, I don't know if I believe in the same God as you. I don't believe in any God. But that's really beautiful. That's so lovely. No, but here it is. She provided millions of books to children, fulfilling her desire to mentor and care for children on a large scale. Bless her goddamn heart. So that's made me feel a little bit better. Whose birth chart should I end on? One more, and then I'll call it a day. Who's out there right now? Who's doing it big? Who's someone that's funny? I want to do someone funny. I've kind of just done celebrities today. I said I was going to do like historical figures.
Hello.
Hi, I have a very quick question.
Yeah.
I'm looking at people's birth charts. That's what the whole episode was, is me just looking at famous people's birth charts. I need one more person. You can do the final pick.
Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal! Right. Do you want to hear it, or do you want to wait for the show?
Yeah, I'll wait for the show, darling.
Okay. Father wants me to do Pedro Pascal because he's the smartest man alive. My dad. That's actually, I take that back. Lovely. His bio is so tiny. He's an Aries. I love Aries men. 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 Oh my God, I love him. Oh my God, we have really So Pedro Pascal is an Aries with a Capricorn moon and a Pisces motherfucking Mercury. A Pisces Mercury. On this podcast, which is called No Worries If Not / Pisces Mercury, the podcast. Pedro Pascal, Pisces Mercury. God, that's why this man is so emotional and he's so tactile and he loves people so much. What's his Mars? Aquarius. Oi! Hello? Alright, so that's not my business. Taurus Venus. Oh my God, I love him. Wait, okay. Capricorn Moon. There's something internal. He has a very good internal kind of... I feel like he probably makes the right choice a lot. Like, he's going to be thinking through things and going, what's the correct thing to be doing here? What's the wise thing to be doing here? Keyword with Capricorns, I think, is wise. Good and bad, because sometimes you're like, dude, shut up. But also, if it's internal Capricorn is quite nice. He's grounded, internally very grounded. I really wish I knew his rising. Cancer rising or a Gemini rising. I will say as a Gemini rising, I guess he is a yapper and he is kind of like quick with his comedy and stuff. But like, I don't know, it could be either. It really could be either. There's arguments for both. Because also all of this is fake. Or maybe it isn't. I don't know, but it's just a bit of fun in it. Pisces Mercury. I love that he has a Pisces Mercury. That makes me really happy. Taurus Venus. Oh, this man's very warm. This is a very... What I like about this, and this is very similar to my chart, is... So I have Aries Sun. I was literally explaining this to my dad earlier. I have Aries Sun, Gemini Rising, Virgo Moon, and a Pisces Mercury. And so obviously we don't know his rising, but it could be the Cancer or Gemini. And so those are, based on my explanation of astrology, those are very childlike, youthful signs. With the moon, my moon being Virgo, his moon being Capricorn, being more mature, more older, kind of maybe craving a sense of like, hey guys, let's all just... I always describe my big three as a like 27-year-old woman with two leads with two fucking chihuahuas on it. And the chihuahuas are leading. My Gemini and my Aries are leading the fucking charge. They are at front and center. And right at the back, on one of those extendable leads that seems to go on forever, is a Virgo screaming, going, guys, please slow down. Please, can we just tidy the flat? Please, please, please. Like, there is like constantly this grip on my fucking sun and rising of control. And she will never win. My Virgo moon will never win. I live in constant strife because I just like have this internal craving to be grounded and this internal craving to be organized and to have my life put together. But unfortunately, my sun and my rising just kind of want to go to the park and go on the swings. And I'm getting that from this man here as well. But I don't think it's a bad thing, because I think it's nice because you can lean into those fun aspects and be fun, and then internally and at your core you are more grounded and you are a little bit more able to think things through more. And Pisces Mercury, like, it's just, there's something special about a Pisces Mercury. We're very communicative, maybe too communicative, maybe sometimes we should shut the fuck up, but also, why would we? We've got so much to say. That's a really good one to end on. Thank you, Father. What a happy, smiling man. What a happy, smiling man. This was a lot of fun. Let me know if you want me to do a part 2. Let me know if this worked. I also, like Dad was saying, if I do an episode with him, which maybe I will one day, I just need to get fucking microphones, that I could go through his birth chart, but we shall see. I don't know if that's something I want to do, because it can sometimes be really vulnerable. If you believe any of it rings true, if you get into the nitty-gritty of it, this has been a very surface level. This has been very surface level for all of these, because I'm just having a little fun. But if you do get into the nitty-gritty of your charts, it can sometimes be really, like, it can be a bit much. And so I've always had this thing of, like, I'd love to just, like, meet people and then immediately read their birth chart. But it can, like, kind of, you can, like, the amount of times I've read someone's birth chart and I've said something to them that, and you can see in their eyes, like, it's something that they try. I don't know, again, I don't know if this is real, but I've had it before. I've said to someone, like, oh, do you do this? And they're like, I don't want anyone to know that I do that. And they kind of have a look on their face of, like, yeah. And I'm like, no worries, we have to dwell on it. Let's move on. But I love doing this shit, and I'm glad I did something fun and I didn't talk about what's going on with me, because honestly, I am fine. I am fine. I'm just tired. I'm very tired. I'm very burnt out, which is human and normal. But actually, one other quick little thing. I have now got 2 holidays on the books for this year, which is crazy. I didn't go on a single one last year. Is that true? That's not true. I went to my grandma's in France before she moved back to England. In Saint-Cyprien in the south of France in the Mediterranean. But that was the only one I did. But this year I'm going to Barcelona, and I'm also going to Canada, which is crazy. I'll probably try 4 episodes out there, because why not? That's so fun. I'm going to Primavera in Barcelona, which I'm very excited for, with my family, and then I'm going to Canada with my stepdad. It's going to be a fun old time. Those are kind of the only really updates that I have, other than still working and still being tired. But anyway, I love you all. Thank you for listening. I'm going to go have a big old bath and then go to bed. Yeah. Have a good rest of your week. Get lots of rest and eat lots of good food and be nice to yourselves. Thanks for listening. Bye. Mwah.